Hi, I am Sri Lakshmi, working as Assistant Professor in CRC Department in Gokaraj Rangaraj Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this video, I am going to explain about aggregate operators and null values in Database Management System under Unit 2. So now, first I will explain what are aggregate functions or operators. Aggregate functions are also called as group functions. They return a value based on the values in the column. Group functions can appear in the select list and also having clauses in the select list. If you use the group by clause in the select statement, then Oracle divides the rows of the query table or views into groups. So this we already discussed in the previous videos. Oracle applies the group functions in the select list to each group of rows and returns a single result. That I will be explaining in the next slide. If you omit the group by clause, Oracle applies the group functions in the select list to all the rows in the group query tables or views. We can also use these group functions or aggregate operators in the having clause. So overall, what I want to convey is aggregate operators, they can be used in the select clause, having clause. In the select clause, if they are used, they are applied on all the rows in the table, and also in the having clause also they can be applied. We will see with examples in the next slide. For example, I will be considering sum aggregate function. The syntax of the sum aggregate function is sum of, it can be distinct, all or n. The purpose of this function is it returns the sum of all the values of n. For example, select sum of sal total from the EMP. So what I am doing in this example is, in the EMP table, there is a attribute called sal. So I am taking the sum of all the salaries and getting a single value, and I am renaming it or aliasing it to total. So that is the reason my query result is total, and the total of all the values in the total of all the values of the salary in the EMP table. Similarly, there is another aggregate function called AVG, average. Just like sum, it performs the average values of n. So the syntax is similar to sum only, average of distinct all n. All these can be used. Now select average of sal, renaming it as average from the EMP. So the purpose of this is it performs the average of all the salaries in the EMP table and displays in the alias with alias average. So this is the output of the query. The next type of aggregate function is count. Count returns the number of rows in the query. Here we can specify distinct, all and expression. If we specify expression, this function returns the rows. If you specify the asterisk, this function returns all the rows, including the duplicates and nulls. Everything will be displayed if you specify the asterisk. For example, select count star total from EMP. It will display 14 as the count. So, including duplicates, null values, everything it will display. This is another example. Select count of distinct job, aliasing it to jobs from the EMP. So with this example, it will display only 5 because I have given distinct job. It will eliminate all the duplicates and return only unique values. And the heading is given as jobs. That is, the alias of this expression is given as jobs. The next type of aggregate function is max. So all of us know max is maximum value of the expression. So the syntax goes in the similar lines as that of sum and average. That is, select max of sal. Maximum is the name I am giving to that, and from EMP, the name that is given to the result. So maximum salary in the employee table, it is displaying. Similarly, min also returns the minimum value. select min of hire date from the EMP. So the minimum value of the hire date is getting displayed here. However, the distinct and all options have no effect on the max and min functions. We should note it. Next one is standard deviation aggregate function. So we are all familiar with the standard deviation and variance in mathematics. Standard deviation, it returns the standard deviation of a particular number. It calculates the mathematical formula and it gives the result. Similarly, variance also does the same. So these aggregate functions can also be used in different combinations also, like select, count of cell, average of cell, min cell, max cell. So we can, it's not that we should apply only one at a time, and they can be applied all together with different combinations also. It is possible. Next, we will move to null values. We know that in the database table, we sometimes the fields may have null values as well. So in order to convert this null values to some other values which we like, we will use NVL, which is converting a null value to actual values. And we can see here NVL of commission comma 0. So what I am doing, if at all the commission is null, then it will be replaced with 0, like that. Hire date with this, job ID with this. If at all job ID is null, then we are converting it into no job yet. That I will explain you now. Null value, NVL. NVL let you replace null with a string in the result of the query. The syntax goes like this: NVL of expression 1 comma expression 2. If at all the expression 1 is null, then NVL returns expression 2. And if at all the expression is not null, then it will return expression 1 itself. If the expression 1 is character data, then the Oracle database converts expression 2 to the data type of expression 1. And similarly, if the expression 1 is numeric, then it will consider the highest numeric precedence and it will return the data type. If expression 1 is null, then it returns expression 2, like we explained here. So now select ename comma NVL of commission comma 0 from the EMP. Like this we can use the function. This is another example we can see here. There is also another type of function that is called NVL2. NVL2, it will determine the value written by a query based on whether a specified expression is null or not null. In this example, if expression 1 is null, then NVL2 will return. If expression 1 is not null, then NVL2 returns expression 2. If expression 1 is null, then NVL2 returns expression 3. So like this, we can understand. For example, select ename comma salary comma NVL2. This is the example I am taking it here. Commission, salary plus salary into commission. Income from EMP. So here NVL2 of commission comma salary plus salary into commission comma salary. So the expression 1 here is commission, expression 2 is salary plus salary into commission, and expression 3 is salary. So if expression 1 is not null, then it will return this value. If the expression 1 is null, then it will return sal. This is how NVL2 works. In this way, null values can be dealt using different types of functions, NVL and NVL2. So with this, I conclude explaining about aggregate functions and null values. So as a summary, I can say that different types of aggregate functions like sum, max, min, variance, standard deviation, min, max, all these types of aggregate functions we can use on the fields in the SQL statements. And also NVL and NVL2 are the functions which are used for manipulating the null values. That is the gist of this particular video. With this, I conclude the video. Thank you.